I ain't even gonna lie, man. This might be the move that makes some people look at NBA Youngboy a little bit different. Now go ahead before we get into this, man. Like, comment, share, hype the video. We new over here. Let's get it. But check it out, bro. Now we already knew that NBA seemed to be on some shit. Like, he just started crashing out on Future, and at first everybody was confused about this one because everybody like, where the fuck is this coming from? But now some of the rumblings that I'm starting to hear is maybe this was because he got taken off a song. Now, I thought it was gonna be one of the two things. It was either gonna be some business shit or some woman shit. So we still don't know for sure, but that kind of makes more sense. But the one that really got everybody confused is NBA Youngboy randomly started crashing out on Gillie. And now everybody's confused about this shit where NBA Youngboy posts a snippet dancing with his family and he says a crazy line about Gillie's son, which we all know is not here with us no more. Let's go ahead and play a little bit of it real quick.
Had thought about killing Gillie, but that bitch ain't killing that about his son.
So here it is, you got NBA Youngboy saying some shit about Gillie's son, saying he wasn't gonna do nothing for his son. But if we flash back not so long ago, Wallow and Gillie had just pulled up on YB at Gravedigger Mountain out there in Utah.
Sir. Sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It was nothing but good energy, good vibes. You know, Wallow, Gillie, brother, at this point, they the OGs. They ain't doing nothing but coming with good energy for everybody. So I don't really understand where the fuck is this coming from? Why is this coming out of left field? And then it made me think about something. One thing that YB said was, I ain't smoked a cigarette in a month. I ain't did a pill in a month. Stop talking about drugs when it comes to me.
Say, I ain't did serving over a month. I don't smoke cigarettes, you bitch ass nigga. I ain't pop a pill going on a month. I ain't smoke a cigarette in a month. Man, stop all that pussy ass drug this and addict that. Bring your gangsta ass here. Come anywhere I'm at and watch what I do you.
So now that we know that he is sober right now, bro might just be aggravated. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe bro just aggravated. He coming down off everything. He's sober. He having to deal with the reality of everything in his life right now. And maybe this shit is just hitting him differently. Nigga cranky. And now he going in on Future. Cool. But he came out with the reason he did that. He said, really, I just wanted to fuck his rollout up. Future, they saying he gonna sell 135K albums first week. I thought he was gonna do a little more than that. So maybe he did have some effect on that. Cool. But for you to randomly drop a video coming at Gillie, when Gillie ain't never did nothing but show bro love, him and Wallow pulled up on you. It was all good energy, all good vibes, and then out of nowhere, you come in talking about Gillie ain't gonna do nothing for his son. I think this is the move that starts making niggas look at YB a little bit sideways, because we gotta have an honest conversation about YB. You get what I'm saying? Like, the music when it comes to YB has started to take a step back a little bit, in my opinion. He got a lot of classics. He got a lot of music that people fuck with. We saw he had all the YNs crying in they shiesties in the arenas and shit when he was on tour. We know how much he means to the youth. But if we keep this shit real and just be honest, just about the music, this ain't got nothing to do with him as a person. I don't know the nigga. But if we talk about the music, bro, I think it's safe to say that even a lot of YB fans will say he's taking a step back. I can't really remember the last YB record that he's been dropping recently that moved me like that. You get what I'm saying? Maybe I'm not his target demographic. Maybe the YNs will say something different. But I've been seeing a lot of chatter and hearing a lot of chatter that YB kind of starting to take a step back when it comes to the music. And so now, when you add that in, with you coming at niggas that ain't did nothing but show you love, ain't did nothing but support you the whole time and been there for you, it starts to make niggas confused on why you moving the way you moving. So let's pull up Gillie's response. With Gillie got on Instagram Live and he addressed the shit.
I don't respond to shit with Vaughn. Fuck it, he's talking, go get your gun. You hear me? I'm not... Neff, let me just tell you something, okay?
What's up, though?
I'm an old school nigga, man. All right. We don't say what we was gonna do on the internet and all that type of shit. That's kid shit. You know what I mean? Like if you was gonna do something, you would have done it. Don't you know? So Neff, that's rap music, man. You know,
that's like
rappers
what they
make
call it,
rap
title
music.
to
Rappers make rap music, man. That's all it is, man. It ain't nothing, man. I don't feel no type of way. You can't make me feel some type of way mentioning my son. I already come to grips with what happened, bro. That don't, you think you going, that don't make sense, bro. I already came to grips
That's
with
why
what
I'm
happened.
laughing, because I'm like you somewhere on the rocks and shit.
I'm not threatened.
Yep. You just gotta laugh at this shit. That's what.
Bro, you're younger than my youngest child, man. Sometimes you take too much of that shit, man. You know what I mean? You come down off that shit. Man, be all right.
I honestly think Gillie handled that shit real mature. Like, he came at it as an OG and he made something clear. Bro, you can't affect me by saying shit about my son. I done already came to grips with what happened. And I think that's the best thing for him to say publicly too, because otherwise somebody else that got a problem with him, and we already done seen Charleston White try to take this approach, talking about fuck his son, coming at the nigga about this and that, right? When Gillie go ahead and step on that shit and say, look, you can't affect me by saying something about my son. I done already came to terms with what happened. I'm cool. That go ahead and put a PSA on the street so that niggas stop trying that approach with Gillie. Like, oh, you think I'm gonna act out of character because you said something about my son? You think that's my kryptonite now? You think that y'all niggas can say something in a song, or y'all niggas can say something on live to me and that shit gonna make me get out my body? Bro, let's not forget, Gillie is, if he ain't 50, he 49, 50. Like, he right there. Gillie is a grown ass man. Like he said, bruh, my youngest child is older than YB. I'm not going back and forth on the internet with a nigga. That's kid shit. And he shouldn't be. Cause how we gonna look at Gillie if he's sitting here trying to go back and forth with a nigga that's in his mid-20s? Shit don't really make no sense. So I honestly felt like Gillie handled that shit in a great way that made everybody look at him like, okay, that's what an OG's supposed to do. All right, cool, that's what you said. I'm gonna take note of that shit. I'm gonna take it, store it to my memory, and I'm gonna keep moving. But I'm not finna go back and forth with your ass on the internet because nobody know what the fuck YB got going on at this point. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I think sometimes when YB do shit like this, it make me wonder, like, bro might need some help. When it comes to his mental, bro, like, mental is a real thing. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, cool, you off these pills. Cool, you not smoking no more. Cool, you came down off everything, but yet you still crashing out. Maybe he just withdrawing. But either way, we can't excuse this shit at this point. Because at this point, I think YB is damn near 26, 27 years old. So, oh, he young, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna keep getting them same level of passes, especially when we just saw you take accountability on the FaceTime, well, not FaceTime, on live with Offset. And you said, yo, my bad, I was crashing out, I was flashing out. Even then, after that, you crashed out on Pluto, but then after you did your little rant, you said, nah, I ain't gonna say nothing else, Offset, I just had to address that. All right, cool, so then why is it that you coming back the next day and you coming at Gillie when Gillie ain't did nothing but show you love? I know that shit probably affected Wallow too, that's his fucking nephew. So at this point, bro, why did I bring up his music kind of starting to take a step back? Because the thing that gives YB the superpowers is his music having such a crazy chokehold on such a big group of people, especially young niggas. That should give him superpowers. That should give him control. That should give him influence. But if niggas starting to feel like your music taking a step back, and you also doing shit like this, that's fucking up how people look at you and how people view you, then it's gonna start to fuck with that power. It's gonna start to pull you down a level. Because now when you do shit like this, like somebody who is a casual fan of you like myself, I say I'm a casual fan, I got some songs that I fuck with by YB, like that Nevada. Don't know what I want, you the one I want. Like, that's one of the ones, right? He got some of them shits in his catalog that's like that. So when you do shit like this, though, this make the casual fans turned off. This gonna make the casual fans be like, you know what? I don't really fuck with how dude move. So I think I'm cool off that. And then when I also sit here and listen to the diss track that you put out on Future, and that shit really wasn't, you know what I'm saying? That shit really wasn't nothing. Then at that point, that's gonna make niggas look at you kind of like, I don't really know how to feel about this nigga. So like, look, I don't know YB. This ain't about him personally as far as like, ain't nobody got no problem with the nigga. But at the same time, we gotta just keep this shit honest. I really think YB owe Gillie an apology. Unless it was some wild shit that went on behind the scenes, I don't see what could have justified you coming at a nigga who flew out the Gravedigger Mountain, him and Wallow, showed you nothing but love. It ain't been nothing but good energy his way the whole time with you. And you flash out and diss the man dead, son, it's crazy. Like, that shit just don't make no sense to me. So I really want to know what y'all think, man. Like, where do YB go from here? Should YB just take a break from the internet? Because I honestly think YB probably need to take a step back from the internet for a minute, get himself together. And we already know his wife, like in the video, if you've seen the video where he crashed out on Future, she said, think about it for 10 minutes before you do it. So it ain't like nobody ain't telling him to move different, but you can't control some young ass, rich, turned famous nigga. So where y'all think this shit should go from here, man? What y'all think YB should do? Should he get away from the internet? And what y'all think happens next? Y'all let me know in the comments, man. It's your boy Silk with Tapped In TV. Like, share, subscribe. Till the next video. Peace out.